What's the next best thing to time travel? Disney's 50's Primetime Cafe.
Tonight we are dining here at this really fun restaurant in Hollywood Studios. They have some delicious comfort food, some good jokes, and you need to make sure you keep your elbows off the table.
And eat your veggies.
Let's head on inside. Mom told me that we have to set the table, so we have our napkins, and we've got our knives, and our forks. Except she did tell me to put my napkin on my lap because she ain't doing no laundry until next week. This restaurant, I don't even really know how to describe it other than like they kind of like to heckle you a little bit, so keep your elbows off the tables, don't have your walkie-talkies, say please and thank you, that kind of thing. But it's a lot of fun. If it's a little too much for you, don't worry, just tell your server like, hey, we're kind of wanting to not go crazy, and they'll kind of step back for you. But it's time to order some fun eats.
My elbows are not on the table. Anyway, the theming in here is just so nostalgic. I don't even know how to say it. It's very homey, but it also kind of feels a little bit of like a 50's diner if you've ever been to one of those. I love the details of like the TVs. They have Disney on them, and they even have WD for Walt Disney. There's little knickknacks like your grandma had back in the day, and you've got kind of like the checker style floor and the vinyl chairs. I could go on and on and on about the theming in here. It feels very homey, but also very Disney at the same time. Okay, I'll stop talking about the theming, I promise. The food is very home-style cooking, so you'll find things like pot roast, deviled eggs, meatloaf, did I already say pot roast? I'll say it again. Not that I'm getting the pot roast, I'm actually getting the pot pie, but we'll show you all of our food once it arrives. The best part is our server, her name is Marianne. She's this little old lady, she's super sweet, and I think it's just gonna add even more to the ambiance here. They're singing happy birthday in the room next door to us. I don't know if you can hear it. It's not really singing, it's more like screaming at the top of your lungs.
I won't lie, when you come here, you have to get the milkshakes. We did not tonight because I didn't want my tummy to hurt later, but the peanut butter and jelly milkshake here is fantastic. It's very peanut buttery. It's very, very good. But tonight, instead, we got a root beer float because it's classic, and Mark Allen already made a mess with it. Can't go wrong.
We started out with the deviled eggs. You get 4 deviled eggs with jalapenos on them.
They're jalapeno popper deviled eggs.
Jalapeno popper deviled eggs, okay. I always get very hesitant about ordering deviled eggs somewhere because a lot of deviled eggs have pickles, and I hate pickles. If you want to watch a video of me trying pickles, that is linked in the description. They even have the seeds in these, so these might be pretty spicy. Honestly, it's not too spicy. If you've had a normal jalapeno popper, that's about the spice that it is. Overall, very good, very creamy. Kind of your standard deviled egg, but with a spicy twist. I like those. As I mentioned earlier, I got...
Did your kids get the right food? You got enough gravy?
I think so.
Okay, you got enough peas?
Yes.
Good, enjoy.
Thank you. As I mentioned, I got the pot pie, and honestly, I was kind of expecting like an actual like pot pie where you like the crust is baked on it and stuff. But honestly, this makes it a lot easier for them to A, clean, but B, for us to eat. So, it honestly looks so good. You have this nice, like, kind of croissant, like, topping. Oh, there's even some down underneath, too. There's peas, carrots, all sorts of vegetables. She asked me if I had enough peas, and I told her yes. That's so much more flavorful than what I would have expected it to be. Because normally, like, pot pies are just kind of meh. But this is actually really good. The chicken's nice and tender. There's big chunks of chicken in here, too. Eat those vegetables, kids, or no dessert.
I got the meatloaf, which I'm very excited about. I have had the salmon here before, and it's pretty good too. But my favorite thing from that dish was the green beans, and I have green beans again, and I'm so excited for it. But I'm gonna try some meatloaf first. Perfect amount of flavor. It's so good with the mashed potatoes. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it on like a really hot day, but like for this nice 70-something degree weather that we have going on right now, this is a perfect comfort meal. I love this restaurant. It's a blast. Let's try some green beans. I really like how well they cook their green beans here. They still have a nice crunch to them. They're not super mushy, but they're not like super crunchy either. They're just very well cooked. And they've got some good like salt and butter. We're gonna eat all this stuff, and then we'll be back for maybe some dessert if we can make some happy plates. I didn't make a happy plate. I got too full. They do give you a lot of food. The portions are a really, really good size. It's so good, and I could keep eating, but I really want dessert, and I don't want to make myself sick, so at least I got a nice little lunch for tomorrow. But I do appreciate that the portions are pretty good for the price.
And for dessert, we got Dad's favorite peanut butter and chocolate layered pie. It's not a pie, cake. I know what this is. And you can get this with or without ice cream a la mode. And our server said she never brings anything out naked, so we had to get it with the ice cream. Very chocolatey. You get the peanut butter, you get the chocolate. Very nice and moist and soft. Very, very rich. If you didn't think the food sat like a brick in your stomach, this will.
Our server went all the way to New York City and went to Chinatown, and she got me a designer bag. Or my leftovers.
This was so fun. I think even if you have little kids or kids at heart, this is such a fun experience. I would definitely recommend it. Although, if it's like 90,000 degrees outside, maybe not. Just because it's very, very heavy food. But overall, the food's really good. The service is great. You can't go wrong. Like I said, I think the only time I would not choose to eat here is if it's extremely hot outside. We're so full.
I think you gotta roll us out of here. That is honestly like the most precious dining experience. It's just
so much fun.
It's really cute. It's really hard to like describe the vibe without just like being there.
It's like family. It's literally like you're going to like a family reunion and you're seeing family that you haven't seen in 20 years.
Yeah, our server she was amazing. She was the cutest human being ever, and the food was good, the ambiance is fun, and actually the price was pretty decent. The price was pretty decent. We got a drink, 2 entrees, an appetizer, and a dessert, and it was under $100, which for a sit-down meal, that's pretty decent.
Granted, if you are an annual pass holder, that did include our 10% off discount.
But even with that, it still would have been under $100.
Yeah.
So that is pretty exciting. Anyways, if you've dined here before, let us know in the comments your thoughts. And if you haven't, let us know. Would you try the meatloaf or the pot pie?
Or something else.
But that's all we have for you guys today. Now go create your ever after.
What's the next best? Oh my gosh. Why can I not say that?
Take a breath. Delicious home cooking, home comfort food cooking. Let's go on inside.
No, don't do that. Don't record me. Why are you recording? You're a liar. I literally saw you press record. You're a liar. You're watching the screen.